Now, the Independent Electoral Commission has been dealt with another court blow, this time by the Democratic Alliance. It's to ensure that there are more voting stations abroad ahead of this year's elections. This comes after the party was flooded with complaints from South Africans residing in Perth who sought the opening of the honorary consulate as a voting facility. To discuss this further, I am joined by the DA's Federal Council Chairperson, Helen Zille. Thank you very much for your time. Obviously, this quite huge, especially for about 40,000 South Africans living in Australia.
Yes, indeed, very important. South Africans living or working or studying abroad also want to have their say on voting day. They love their country and they want to ensure a safe future for their country. And the way to start doing that is to vote. So they have been asking us to try and ensure that they don't have to go to Canberra, for example, in Australia, which is several hours flight away from Perth. And so about 40,000 South Africans would not be able to go and vote in Australia if they have to go to Canberra, because the flight is long and expensive. And so we would lose many votes if that had to be imposed. And that is why we went to the Electoral Court on the basis of the Electoral Act, which says that all consulates and all embassies and all high commissions, everybody has to be open as a voting station for South Africans abroad. Now, the IEC and the Department of International Relations and Cooperation didn't want to do that. They said only embassies and high commissions staffed by transferred staff from South Africa would be allowed to be voting stations.